In the last session, I was talking about the preview modes, your preview, your video, your mid, and your high. And I showed you how you could press the M key button and then assign your values to either one of these preview modes. All right, and I showed you how you can set in the image width as well as the viewing ratio. Now, what's also cool about this particular feature is that you can actually put these quality related properties also in those previews. All right, so let's just say, okay, so let's say, all right, let's do it this way. Let's say that I want a preview. I want it down to the 300. Because what I want to do is I want to take a really fast preview. So I'm going to make that, just to be different, I'm going to make that a 3.3 DE stop. And I just picked 3.3 so that we can remember it better, that I'm going to assign that to the preview. Now watch this. So 3.3. All right, I'm going to press my M key. You notice it stays depressed, or it stays dimmed out. I'm going to press on the preview. Now I'm going to click off of that onto video. You'll notice my DE stop is 1. My preview is 3.3. All right, let's say that in a higher resolution, my video, let's say my video, and let's make that 640. We'll stay with that. Let me recalculate it. So to refresh to that resolution, I'm going to make this 4.4. Again, any old number, just to show you how you can do the preview mode. So I've got a 640 and a 4.4 DE stop. Press the M key and hit the video key. Good. Now let's prove it. Preview was 3.3. Video is 4.4. That's going to be true with these settings down below as well. All right. And I can program the mid. I can program the high. All right, and of course I recalculate each time because this is not redrawing at this resolution just because I click on the preview. I don't know, maybe it should have, or maybe it shouldn't have done anything, I don't know, but the way it works is that I click on it. I don't necessarily get an image here in main that is fully rendered out with all these settings, but so you normally have to click the 3D to update it properly. Okay, so okay, now the use case for this is that you might be in a situation where, okay, you're only concerned. Just clicked on preview, recalculate. You're only concerned with, say, the layout. The layout of your Mandelbulb scene or your object. It's all you care about, just the layout. In that case, you don't really care about any of this stuff down here. As a matter of fact, from previous discussions, you saw that if I had a high DE stop, all right, it takes less time to render. Well, let's try something. Let's set this preview to 640 aspect ratio, DE stop of 5. All right, I'm going to click the M button and preview. All right, so now I have, well, let's recalculate it now. So here's my 640 with a DE stop of 5. Now let's go over to video. Now, I also have 640 there, but I'm going to set this to a DE stop of 1, just to show you, a use scenario. All right, M key, video, good. All right, let's recalculate it. So here's a use case. What I'm doing, as we were doing a few sessions ago, we spent what, 3 or 4 sessions in tweaking out this DE stop. I could have used this little quality preview to help me along. All right, so here I've got a preview of 640 DE5, calculate, and then what I do is, rather than changing this and recalculate, change and recalculate, I've made presets where the preview will give me a 5 DE stop, but the video will give me a 1 DE stop. So here's what I would do. So I'd be sitting here saying, okay, all right, at 640 resolution, that's a DE stop of 5. Here's a DE stop of 1. Preview, calculate. All right, video, calculate. You see? And I can kind of see what the difference is between, in this case, a DE stop of 1, which is on the video, and a DE stop of 5, which is on the preview preset. So it's kind of an interesting way for you to be able to set up, what shall we call it, quality scenarios. Quality scenario, DE stop of 5, and maybe these are some other values down here. Over on the video tab, you've got a lower DE stop, which would be a higher quality. All right, and these values down here. So this is a little tool that you can use to program up presets where you can, with two mouse actions, the preview and calculate, where you can kind of flip back and forth and get a visual comparison of your various quality settings, as well as the size, the resolution. All right. All right, in a few sessions, we're going to be talking about these other qualities. Just understand that these other properties are also programmed into your quality preview. Now, by the way, let's see. Okay, these preview settings, oh, here we go. Here's one. Here's a preset preview. Here's the preset video. All right. And I'm just going to open this up in Notepad so that you can get a sense for this. So on my preview tab, let's get back on that. You'll notice here a DE stop of 5, DE stop of 5. There's our resolution. There's the scale. That was all over in here. Okay, and then you notice here that there's other values that have also been stored in this preset. And certainly the video preset has, let's get back over on that tab, DE stop of 1. All right, so you get the picture. So that's where these presets are held. And then there's a couple others, you know, preset mid and high. So when you install the Mandelbulb software, you're going to get these defaulted to whatever they decided to do, and you can overwrite those. Okay? So a handy little feature, good to know. Now, I've got 1 minute left in this session. I'm going to show you something else. So let's get on the video, and I want a DE stop of 1, just so I got a decent image over here. Okay? Just so I have a decent image to show you. There's a little button right up here, Calc. Let's hover over it. Calculate a fast 8x8 blocky image without proper lighting. Let me punch that to show you. That's pretty bad, huh? If you, especially if you're in a high resolution, I'll tell you, let's do it. Let's go over to high. Might as well use this thing, right? High. I'm going to calculate. All right. So I just blacked everything out here so you didn't have to sit here and watch all this thing drone on. So I've recalculated at a 3072 width resolution, and we'll get a decent picture here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the Calc, the lower level, the 8x8 blocky image, and so we can actually see what the difference is. So here we go. All right. So what that did is it gave us a much faster draw of the image, which is useful when you're in a high resolution situation. But again, now it has a lot to do with the horsepower of your computer. If you're trying to do 3072 on maybe an Intel i7, maybe with 4 cores, you're probably going to take you 5 minutes, maybe 8 minutes to render that full image out. You can bypass that kind of time consumption by using the 8x8 blocky Calc right here. All right, so a little tidbit for you. We're over time on this session. When we get back, we're going to continue to talk about this pretty cool stuff. I'll see you there.